Tiger Ford. I own the Fix Gym in Los Angeles, California, actually soon to be the Fix Gyms in Los Angeles, California. And today I want to talk to you about my problems with perfection. Ever since I was a little kid, my folks raised me with a very specific paradigm, which was that mistakes were pretty much inexcusable, that there was no such thing as an accident, everything was intentional, and that making mistakes was a very bad thing. And obviously, my folks were the ones that installed my OS. I took that to heart. And it took me a long time to sort of unravel that programming and get over it, because perfectionism it's a real problem for me. And because I was afraid to make mistakes, it would take me a long time to get started, and sometimes I wouldn't get started at all. So my life would stall out and my progress would stall out, and it was cramping my ability to progress as far as I wanted to in my life. And I read a book by Dr. Carol Dweck called Mindset, which really opened up this whole idea that there's two different kinds of mindsets. There's a fixed mindset, and then there's a more flexible, open mindset. And that's when I really realized that I was dealing with something that was holding me back, that I had a very fixed mindset, and that perfectionism was a huge problem for me. Before that, I thought maybe perfectionism was an asset, that it was a good attention to detail would carry me far. But that only works if you can actually get stuff done. It was really preventing me from getting stuff done. So once I started working on it, I started realizing that the mistakes are a great thing. That making mistakes actually is how you learn, is how I learn, at least. Making interesting mistakes means you're learning interesting lessons. And I kind of switched my whole paradigm from things have to be perfect before I can even get started to let's just see how it turns out and then try to improve it every single day. So instead of perfectionism, I focus on improvement every single day. And that kind of is why it's taken me so long to get my act together with the vlog. A little while ago, I made a video called Screws Get Loose, and it was all about how my screws get loose. And at the end of that video, I kind of made these promises about what I would produce moving forward to document. I'll be checking in with you every week when I broadcast my weigh-in live. My struggles with eating and my weight loss program. And a lot of those promises haven't come to fruition. And a big part of that was me dealing with my problems with perfection. It stopped me from wanting to get started because I was afraid that it wouldn't be perfect straight out of the gate. And I'm still working on it. It's not like, oh yeah, I understand that I have a perfection problem and all of it goes away. I still have to constantly remind myself to just get started, to just get into it and try to improve it the next time I come back to it. And that's kind of what I'm doing with this. I decided to just, let's go for it. Let's just see what happens. Instead of trying to get perfect with it, let's just do it and see what happens and see what the response from the audience is and see how it turns out for myself and try to improve it every single day. And that's my goal moving forward, is to do a vlog like this every single day until it starts getting good. So, you know, maybe this first one won't be so great, and maybe they won't be great for a while, but so what? It's not about perfection. If they get better, then that's really all that matters. And if, you know, I can't get an audience to watch this in the beginning, that's cool, because if they're not great, I don't need an audience right now anyway. The audience will come when they start becoming good. But I know that a lot of you are dealing with the same kind of perfection problem that I am. Because whenever I bring this up with my clients or with the people in my life or even online in social media, the response is always, oh yeah, I feel that too. That's happening to me too. And that's kind of the whole point of vlogging for me, is to talk openly. Talking is hard. Talk openly about the hard stuff, what's actually going on inside of us. I think there's a strong push online for everything to look perfect, for things like on Instagram. There's a lot of fitness on Instagram, and everybody looks perfect, and everybody's lifestyle is perfect, and their meals are perfect, and their abs are perfect, and everything about them is perfect. And I don't know, a part of me thinks that it's not doing us any good, because we're not talking about how to get to that place. We're just talking about being there, and I'm not there. What if you're not there? What if you need some help getting there? Or what if you just need some help feeling better on the day-to-day? So that's my goal here, is to kind of open a conversation about the darker side of what goes into losing weight or building muscle or self-esteem or body image or how we feel about ourselves in general. And so that's what I'm planning to do by kind of exposing my own dark side with those very things. So moving forward, yeah, that's what you can expect from me. I'm going to be very honest about what I'm dealing with and how it feels to be on a weight loss program and challenges I come up against and how I'm dealing with those challenges. So I hope you get something out of this, because that's my goal, is that I reach you, the ones that can understand what I'm talking about, the ones that are like, oh yeah, that guy is talking about what's going on inside of my head, because that's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to you, the one that's like, oh yeah, bing, I get it now. That guy is talking exactly about what I haven't been able to wrap my head around yet. And then we can start dealing with those things together. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about where I'm at with my program right now, because it's been a while since I've checked in with everybody, and it's time to talk about where I'm at. And I'm actually in a pretty good place, so it won't be a bummer, which is awesome for everybody involved. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time. And if you got something out of this, I would love for you to subscribe. That lets me know that I'm on the right track, that I am reaching my audience, the people that need to hear that they're not alone out there. And don't be afraid of the like button, because that helps me to understand what's working and what's not. So thanks very much for watching again, and I will see you next time.